What percentage of shade cloth do I need?
Well, that's such a variable, and it really depends. I know for a fact, I think linked either to the bottom left or the bottom right, somewhere down there is a video that Jacob did on it. It makes a lot of sense what he's saying, and I don't have to repeat that. But it just depends on where you are. Most people will end up sticking with about a 50% black shade. The big thing is if you go to some colors, like if you go to a white or go to a luminette, then you can even reduce your heat a little more. Remember, the one thing though, if it's, Jacob made a comment when he was doing the video, if it's 85, you're never going to get lower than 85. It doesn't matter whether you put something even darker on it, it's still going to be 85 on the inside. So, but you can get air movement from ventilation and roll up sides, so that's just as important as the shade cloth. But the shade cloth is very important too. But make sure you watch, look at the link and watch Jacob's video, because he talks a little bit more about that.
Do you offer educational resources or workshops to help customers with their greenhouse gardening experience?
There, you can talk to, and I think I've said this before, but you can talk to 10 different people, have 10 different ways and to do it, and all 10 work. You have to figure out what works best for you. That's one of the reasons the internet is so good. We have what's called Growers Learning Center, which is on instruction on installations, and I will tell you, we have worked constantly for years to improve the directions, and we still get people that say they're not good enough. And that's why you can always call us and ask us the questions. We have people that can do it, because a lot of times you might actually have a unique situation that is just unique to you, not to anybody else, and we just have to answer it in person, and we're more than happy to answer it, 866-928-3390. Just call us and you can talk to one of the guys over in fabrication, or you can talk to one of the customer service people, and we'll be happy to help you. I want to do more videos on trying to give you some information, and that's what we've tried to do. We're trying to do more of those, and hopefully there'll be more of those to come. Jacob's wanting to do some of those also, and there's just a lot of knowledge that people might not have, even off the internet, that we just take for granted, and we need to get out on video.
What are some of the most exciting or innovative projects that Growers has done?
We do a lot. We're always adding styles. People love high side greenhouses because you have easily 6 foot all the way out to the side, so you don't have to bend over and hunch over. Probably one of the latest things that we've been working on is the 6 foot roll-up door. We're also working on storm doors, so that you don't have to use a storm door that you buy from one of the big box stores. You can actually buy one from us that's designed for our greenhouses. It'll be standard size and everything, but hopefully it'll be a little less expensive and do a great job. The 6 foot roll-up door, a lot of people like 6 foot roll-up doors because they want to get a small tractor in, or they want to get a tiller and they don't want to get it through a 36-inch door. We're always trying to come up with stuff, but we're always trying to add things to it.
Nancy asks, I live in a windy area of Tennessee. What mile-per-hour gusts can the hobby house withstand?
So the hobby house, most of our houses, of course, our houses are engineered, but you don't get an engineered stamp or an engineered signature. But we have had them tested. They withstand 90 mile per hour winds. And we've proven that. We actually had a big greenhouse range down in Florida, went through a hurricane, which was well over 100 miles per hour. And what was interesting, and I'm kind of tooting my horn, ours stayed up. Several competitors came down. Now there's so many variables there. I can't say that ours are really better, because You don't know what the wind was 2 houses over on the competitor's house. It might have been even heavier than what ours were going through. So you just don't know. But we've had good success with them. I can also tell you the smaller houses, the hobby houses, 16-foot, 20-foot wide houses, they're a lot more like what I call a fire plug type house. They are tougher. They're not as far up in the air. There's not as big a spread. We use heavier steel on everything. So you don't have those problems, and they do hold up to the wind.
How do you attach a shade cloth?
So attaching a shade cloth, there's multiple ways to do it. You can attach it within the wire lock with the film, just add another wire to it. A lot of people will use bungee cords. A lot of people, and I've seen this done a lot, it's got grommets in it. What they'll do is they'll just take baling twine and bring it down to the ground and put a screw in your bottom board and just tie it off that way. I personally, on a small house, I just do the corners, the 4 corners. When you get into a bigger house, you might want to attach it 4 or 5 places on each side. If it's a 72-foot house or even a 50-foot house, 48-foot house, you want to have several points. But you don't have to have it all the way wrapped in, because you're going to take it off, at least in Tennessee. You're going to put your shade cloth on probably sometime early February when the sun starts getting up higher into the sky. And sometime early October, you're going to remove that because the sun has tilted back down. Hopefully I've helped. There's a lot of ways to do it, but it's nothing fancy to doing it. Thank you again. I appreciate your time watching this. We appreciate your business. Please do me a favor though. If you found this video to be worth your time, make sure you like it or share it, or that way you keep up to date on all of this, on all of our videos. And we appreciate everything you do for us here at Grower Solution. Have a good week. See you next time.